What's up, everyone? Just getting on here, talk about yesterday's, this Champions League season's conclusion for Serie A teams. And, I've been seeing a lot of comments and hate, and dissing of, the Serie A. And I'll be the first one to admit I'm not happy that we're not in the Champions League anymore. But I mean, if you look at the overall body of work that the teams did this year, um, Lazio, Napoli, Inter, and AC Milan, um, there was some stuff that probably shouldn't have happened. I'll start with AC Milan. I mean, if you go back to their campaign, and I'm not making excuses or nothing, but that team should have easily, made it past that group, the hardest group in the Champions League this year. They should have beaten Newcastle in the first game. And again, I'm not making excuses. They all deserve to be where they are right now. But if you go back to that game against Newcastle, AC Milan dominated that team. And I keep going back to this. I keep going back to this Leao back heel that he tried to do in that game. And I feel like if he didn't try to get cute with a back heel, he could have put that goal away. They could have at least won that game 1-0. They should have won it 3 or 4-0. And I believe they would have won the group. They would have definitely progressed. And who knows how things would have, happened. I believe they would have won the group. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not, but I don't know. Had they won that game, psychologically, they could have done. The group could have ended. They would have ended with 11 points, which is what Dortmund had. But I don't know who would have went through. But besides the point, the team should have went through. Probably even should have won that group. And I'm pretty confident they would have beat PSV and be in the round of eight right now. Napoli, I mean, their owner, the club, screwed up their season this year. I mean, Spalletti had basically one of the best teams in the world last year and went to the quarterfinal, and he didn't want to pay the coach a little extra money, and so the team has been on a roller coaster of a ride. So, I'm not. They had Real Madrid in their group, and they, for the way things were going with their new coach, it's probably right they would have been in second place and still played Barcelona, and they have never beaten Barcelona. So I'm not shocked that Napoli's out, but they didn't lose, 10-0. They actually had many chances in that game to tie the game in Barcelona with Lindstrom over there. So again, it goes back to the small little details. And who knows what would have happened if, Lindstrom scored that goal and Napoli was playing good in Barcelona. He didn't, and they paid the price. Regarding Lazio, I mean, I think they had a decent, go of it against Bayern. They had Atletico Madrid in their group. So Atletico came in first. And Atletico's a tough team, man. I mean, they'll give any team in the world a hard game. They're just stubborn, technical, tactically astute. So I'm not surprised Lazio came in second in that group, and they had to play Bayern. So they were winning 1-0. They went to Bayern, and they gave up this couple of silly goals at the end of the first half, and the rest is history. It all comes down to small little details. And I'm not making no excuses. I'm just, explaining the whole picture on how, Napoli, didn't take their chances and possibly could have passed the Barcelona. AC Milan, Leao getting cute when they should have beaten Newcastle 3-4-0 in that first game, and it cost them going to the next round and possibly facing PSV and moving on to the quarterfinal. Lazio, I mean, I'm not saying, it was probably 90-10 that Bayern would win against them, and they won, so we'll give them that. But they did have an opportunity, to, not get, to try to, complete the, past the round of 16. They just giving up late goals, and giving up late goals in the first half led to their downfall. That's always a backbreaker. And then last but not least, Inter. I mean, they've been playing, poorly in the Champions League, and I don't care what anybody says. Oh yes, the Champions League is different in Serie A. It's tougher, yada yada yada. I mean, if I remember who was in Inter's group, I mean, in the Champions League, Real Sociedad. And let me take a look. Real Sociedad. Benfica and Salzburg. I mean, Real Sociedad, Benfica, and Salzburg. They're not top teams. I mean, they're not top teams. If they played in the Serie A, they may, be mid to upper mid table teams. And Inter, somehow they come in second place to Real Sociedad. But anyways, even if they came in first place, they would have to play Paris Saint-Germain, and I don't know what would happen over there. But regardless, they played Atletico, who, if you had to ask me if I wanted to play PSG or Atletico, I probably would have said Atletico. But I mean, the first game they had in Inter, they had so many chances to score, and again, you didn't score the goals. Not when you had the chances. Napoli didn't score the goals when they had the chance against Barcelona. AC Milan didn't score a freaking goal when they were playing Newcastle. Leao tried to do it with his back heel. Go look it on YouTube. Go watch a replay of the game. So then they go to Spain and they score a goal, and then they give up a goal 2 minutes later. You're up 2 goals, and now you let up a goal a minute later. You let them back in the game. So I don't think this is a condemnation of, Italian football. I just think some stupid decisions and poor finishing cost them. You could ask any of these teams that are left back in the tournament, what teams are left. Let's see what teams are left. If you asked Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Manchester City, would they rather have Arsenal, Dortmund, Atletico in the competition versus AC Milan, Inter, and Napoli? They'd probably say yeah. We'd rather have Arsenal. We rather play Arsenal, Dortmund, or excuse me, Arsenal, Dortmund, or I forgot who else I said. Or Atletico. So anyways, I'm dying over here. I wouldn't say this is a condemnation It is what it is. This is always the case. You don't finish your goals and you make stupid decisions like not giving your coach a raise for winning a championship. Even after your club hadn't done it for who knows how many years, 20 plus years. It's stupidity. So the season's over for Champions League, but we still have 4 teams in Europe: AC Milan, Roma, Atalanta, and Fiorentina. They're playing today. We got to hope that they win and move forward. We just got to hope they move forward. AC Milan, they got a 2-goal lead. Roma, they're not out of the woods. I don't care that they won 4-0. Atalanta, they're tied 1-1 and they're going back home. And Fiorentina, they have a 1-goal cushion and they're going back home too. So hopefully we get four progressions. Germany, they got 4 teams left in all European competition. Same thing with Spain. And I believe right now England has 6. But assuming Roma takes care of business today, they'll be down to 5. So all is not lost with regards to getting 5 Champions League spots next year. We just got to hope for a positive day today. So with that said, have a good day. And I'll see you guys in the next one.